All right. That's all right. This. Self here. Pop out my cat. Hmm. This one. Three bastions. I get this. News about the new expansion? Yeah, go follow at PlayRuneTerra on Twitter for all your updates. You do? Yeah, well, then you're in the right place. I name the stream LP Mongering. What's up, Zate? Oh, I really did not pronounce your name there right. It's 789. I see now. For some reason, I read that as Zate. Is that weird? All these cards are good. We want answers to MF. We want answers. We want like. We want. I think we should mulligan one of the pings because I feel like we have too much redundancy in it. Like, we need things that deal more than 1 damage. But maybe I just keep it all and try to go over the top, like eventually sweep everything. No one ever did that. Yeah. I don't think we go hard that until after attacks. I was gonna say at all, but now I think we definitely do. Actually, shuffling go-hards into your deck is kind of bad in this matchup because the way they win is just through gangplanks and stuff of that nature. Okay, we Vile Feast this. But I actually, it's funny that you have that name because the other day, I in a League of Legends game, my score was 789, which I had never seen. I'm sure it's happened, but I just never noticed it, you know? And then I posted about it in all chat. I was like, wow, I was 6 afraid of 7. We have a blocker for MF, which is really good here. Question is, nope. Well, 3/3. Tavern Keeper is not as good. Is like weird because it dies to your own AOE and stuff. We're just gonna play it for tempo here. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, that's what I thought. What I freaking thought, my friend, my boy Chilo. The old Yordle. How am I? I'm good. I am good. So the question is, do we just block for 1 life? I think we do. Because we can then go hard this, or we can Blighted Ravine, or we can open pass. Oh, this doesn't deal 1. Oh, whoops. It has been a while since I played this game. I don't think it's actually that bad, but we should definitely take there. If we take there, then we get to open attack instead of open pass, because when we open pass, we probably get a pass back here. I do have Vengeance to deal with Gangplank, which is nice. But yeah, if I had an open attack here, it would be a lot better. Interesting. So Ravine is a little awkward. I think we use it here, right? Just to prevent any development. And we've got the open attack beat with Withering Wail, maybe. Okay, they're just playing right into Withering Wail, which is nice. Gangplank's a little annoying here. Yeah, you see how it seems like everything's going well, but it's not necessarily, it's like hard to describe. It's going well in a sense that we aren't really taking damage, but if they start dropping Gangplanks, eventually like we have to do something. But the good news is it seems like maybe they have 0 Gangplanks, which is going to be almost impossible for them to win if they draw. Versus like 1 where it's like kind of a close-ish matchup. 2, it's bad. The question is, do I go? I don't want to shuffle more Gohards in, though it does give us, if we draw another Gohard, we have an answer to Gangplank, right? We can ping the barrel and then Gohard. So I'm thinking whether I just want to Whale here versus Gohard Ice Shard. I feel like the Whale is better to hold on to because we could draw a wow, it's been so long. A Catalog of Regrets to buy it back. This is like, unfortunately, this is like a time for them to Fervor. Like, they have a Fervor or a Make It Rain, probably a Fervor. I guess we'd prefer to be in a situation where we could use the Ice Shard to fizzle that, but I have a lot of healing in my hand. I just need to draw a Catalog, one of our landmarks. Okay, I mean, the game can draw on forever, but this is kind of what I mean, like, enough Zap Spray Fins and we could be in trouble here. We do just do this, though. I don't really want to shuffle Gohards in. Maybe I should wait 1 more turn? Oh, it's just a Fervor now. Now I'm in an interesting spot where if I Vengeance, like, running Gangplanks could be problematic. I guess they want to prevent me from transforming this, but they don't actually know that we don't want to shuffle these in, so it's working out. Vengeance 6 is a blessing. I think we just Vengeance for 3 health. I think it's fine. Because I feel like their win condition involves, like, I'm always going to be able to kill units forever. But as long as we keep our health a little high, we're good. Like a Decimate or whatever, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we just gotta draw a Ladros or a Catalog. Both win here. Both win. That's fine, actually, because it's just 2 health. Also, we're getting good chip damage in. Fine. Is that 2 Decimates gone? Ooh, Misfortune. So, we could Ravine here. The benefit of... We want this to deal with Gangplank. The benefit of Ravine... I guess the benefit of Pack is we don't take 1 extra damage. And I do want to hold on to this, because if we draw a Catalog, it's like, basically, a win. I think it's Ravine. Question is, do we just Whale right now, or do we wait? I think we wait. I think it's the 1 damage doesn't really make a difference here. Ooh, and we draw Vile Feast, which is good, because that allows us to just continue to wait on Catalog. Spiders. It's not really spiders. I decided for this play session to not to play the Iceborne Legacy, since I don't really think it's beneficial. So we have 2 Fervors gone and 2 Decimates gone. They're running out of cards that actually do anything. Especially if this is another Fervor. They have no Fervor left. This actually denies 1 heal and gets 1 damage in, so we're actually taking more damage than I want to here. But there's only 1 more Decimate left, so we might have actually just won. The only issue is now, if I draw a Catalog, it doesn't really do anything. A little strange. Yeah, shuffling to pack your bags and I think was a mistake here. Because now how the game's going to play out is they can just play any 1 card as a threat 1 at a time. Anyway, we pass. We could lose the multiple running Gangplanks. We could also just die to Like, if I use the Vengeance, Gangplank is really potent. Oh. Well, now I'll definitely pack. Now I'll definitely pack. We also get a Drain one down. I mean, now, yeah, still always worried about double running Gangplanks or something, but they probably have like a Make It Rain or just a crappy unit in their hand, like a 1 health unit. Oh, wow. Okay. See, this is another situation where, like, I think maybe playing the Go Hard is actually bad. But I guess here I could draw Vile Feast or Withering Wail, which saves me a lot of health. And hopefully we just draw any threat before they draw like a bunch of Gangplanks. And Go Hard is like a fine draw here. I don't know. It feels so medium. It feels medium because like just drawing a Ladros or one of our landmarks wins versus this line, which doesn't. Okay, they're out of Fervors, so we kind of know they probably have a Make It Rain. It's possible hitting the Zap is better because we could draw a Elise to block. Okay, there's the pack. Now we have pack online. I guess if we just pack enough times, we just win. But now we're in the weird zone where like we have to answer every threat individually. We can't use sweepers. And we keep shuffling bad cards into our deck. Okay, there's Gangplank. So yeah, we just died to another Gangplank. I mean, we know last card is Make It Rain. We kill this now. But yeah, we just died to Gangplank. I mean, what am I supposed to do here? $36 card deck. I just have way too many packs. Okay, we drew a card. Last card is Make It Rain, so I actually think they just lose. Pretty nice. I wonder if blocking is even ever correct here in case what if they randomly have like one Scorched Earth that they could have in their hand from the Zap? I'm pretty sure we just don't block if they attack. No reason to block, basically. They have 0 outs if we block, so if we don't block, sorry, they have 0 outs, rather. Now, Decimate plus double Fervor is lethal. Yeah, they were out of Fervor, and yeah, definitely right not to block. It's very rare that that's going to be the case. Okay, this deck is scary for us, probably. So... Vile Feast actually doesn't do anything in this matchup, correct? It can kill like a cat, which can relieve some pressure. I think we keep one. I'm not sure if we even want a catalog in the opener, weirdly. But we can lock them out of the game, maybe. So maybe we just keep it. So this is ARAM, but how have I been, Tony? I've been great. I've been great. What was I gonna say? It is ARAM, but like there's a trick to it. And the trick is that, and people don't understand this. People just don't understand this. It's not an ARAM deck. Like you're like, yeah, you have ARAM as a card in your control deck, basically. It is like a win condition, but also lets you like pressure and lets you beat other control decks. I remember, I think way back a little while ago, I think Alan saw this deck and his first reaction was, oh, Why would you not play 3 Howling Abyss? And it's just not really like a... Like, the thing about Howling Abyss is that it's not easy to put this into play. You can't... You just lose if you put this into play normally. So, interesting. So do we Vile Feast here just to block a big attack? They don't really have a good attack. And if we wait, we can potentially Catalog. Echo's 3 out of 4. But anyway, yeah, it's I guess you could call it an ARAM deck, I don't know. Definitely can't attack. Make any sense. I'm losing a lot of rope for no reason here, huh? I think we just pass, right? We just don't really care. They can't like play an Echo because we have Avalanche. I mean, or we're not gonna play around that, right? Because we have Avalanche, I guess is a better way of putting it. So now I actually kind of like Catalyst, potentially. I don't need to get the catalog down. I've got Ladros. If they have maybe I should block the 1-3 or the 1-4 there, because if they have a time bomb, it gets a little bit dicey, right? So I think now we're just like shutting them out of the game. We just go catalog into Avalanche. I guess we can also go catalog into pass. But yeah, I think I'm actually supposed to block like Zilean or the 1-3 actually. Seems like that makes more sense in retrospect. This deck is really scary because we just literally can't beat level 2 Echo, Voices, Chrono Break. Okay, so they probably have a Feral Instinct, right? Not even gonna attack first, that's just disrespectful. Yep. Feral Prescience. Be expected. It's actually okay because we're gonna get the Avalanche back next round. This matchup seems really hard to win, to be honest. Looking at Tri-Beam buffs. I don't think we are, but I don't know. I haven't been really working on live, so I don't know for sure. Yeah, we're kind of just dying because we didn't block the Zilean with our Kindly Tavern Keeper. Zolver? Zolver's also maybe game? Yeah, I mean, we just die if they get a Chrono Shift, I guess. I guess there's a world where I don't play the Avalanche. Interesting. Very interesting. What did they do? They just predicted once. It's so... Why would they predict mid-combat like that? It doesn't really do anything, right? And now I'm really confused. Like a bait? How do they get the Chrono Shift? When Echo levels up, they get 3 Chrono Breaks. Sorry. Did I say Chrono Shift? So, like, I can Avalanche here, but then we just die to a Chrono Break. Or I can wait and Blighted Ravine next turn. But the problem is then we kind of die if they draw a Chrono Break in the next 2 turns. So I think what we do is we Avalanche now. Because it just gives them less time to find a Chrono Break. But if they have it, we die. Oh, we're safe. Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. So like this plays better because doing it the other way is just really risky. For reasons that we already said, right? Like they have 2 turns to draw the Chrono Break when everything dies. This feels a lot more natural. I think we just Kindly here first. And maybe try to Blighted. It's really awkward that we keep having to kill our own spiders. Okay. Do I attack here and risk them blocking with Echo? Probably not, huh? So they have another turn. The thing about it is that Chrono Break actually doesn't beat me this next turn, right? So they could have, They could have activated that first. They probably should have. What's interesting is they could have YOLO'd the Echo's, the time trick. Oh no, Echo's champion spell is a time trick. What am I saying? But yeah, we're sweating here. If they do Chrono Break, we're just living though. We've got Frostbite. I don't really know what to do here. Like, we want a Ladros, but I also kind of want to hold up the Flash Freeze in case they just drew into a Chrono Break. 2 draws. The Chrono Break doesn't win them the game, though. Maybe it's just Ladros. Puts a lot of pressure on the opponent, which is nice. We can also, the reason that this play is good is because, like, if they have nothing, like, Flash Freeze open is just lethal, right? They have nothing to stop that. Okay. What is this? So I guess I just blocked the voices. They definitely misordered this attack, right? It's dying to time by him anyway, so okay, this is good. I guess we just... Chrono Break is what? It's just lethal, right? Yeah. Unfortunate. So yeah, I guess we're supposed to hold up, Flash Freeze. That's okay. It's actually a really tough matchup. Really tough matchup. I think what we're supposed to do is just play it slower. Not kill as much. Well, it's hard to say, because the Ladros is just kind of like winning, right? It's kind of why this deck sucks, I guess. Is a better way of thinking about it. Do I want a Withering Whale here? I want to go hard. Go hard's really nice to stop Droplet on 1. Catalyst is weird. I feel like generally we're okay mulliganing it in this matchup. They always have it. I mean, they predict a lot. Though I don't think they predicted that much, actually. But one of those things where, like, Chrono Break is just tough to play around no matter what sometimes. Kill this. What is going on? Welcome, today. What up? Go hard is so bad. It's so bad. Which is hilarious, but... Ladros is a good way to die. I mean, it's not good. I don't think it ever was good, actually, to be honest. They just pass? I will take an attack. I don't really see how we get punished. But yeah, I mean, Ladros is not really... It's not really good, right? That's kind of just what Ladros is. You paid 9 mana. It's just you usually die when you spend that much mana. Bad is the best kind of bad. Ooh, they want to shuffle in go hards. Is this the classic Allegiance shuffle and go hard deck? Oh my, oh my, oh my. I guess they can't attack with Ahri if they don't do that. Which is kind of hilarious. So the game plan here is just the catalog, right? I don't need to do anything yet. Oh, baby. Is Kavira in the chat? This is gonna be a funny moment. Okay, it's kind of awkward because go-harding here kind of plays into them recalling the cannon. But I think that's okay. Well, is it okay? I don't know. Like, if they're using recall on Kennen and not Kinku Wayfinder or Droplet, I actually don't really care. I think I'm winning that game. Oh, Thresh Kindred? Ooh, maybe I should try it, actually. Normally I don't try stuff, but maybe I can try that this stream. The Cytherea Matron is fun. Am I allowed to play in the seasonal? No, but it would be boring if I did, right? Y'all would want to see, like, more than one person win. So no recall that we can see. Yeah, so I've played this matchup, like this, I played this matchup back. Oh god. I played this matchup back when Vengeance was 7. Like when I first built this deck. And the way that you lost was actually that, like, they actually beat you in the late game. They just recall like Wayfinder specifically over and over again. Sometimes Droplet, sometimes Seinen, and they just draw way too many cards. So I don't think that Overlord Doberman is playing this in a sustainable way. I kind of am tempted to jam the Elise, just to put more pressure on them, because they play this in a very tempo negative way. And if they do have like Seinen and card draw, I kind of want to develop. But I think we just take the attack now. Because they could play a Kennen. Yeah, they actually did. Okay. But yeah, my thinking there is just like, yeah, this just dies to a mark. So I have studied every fighting manual. Okay, okay. Okay. This card sucks. Howling Abyss sucks. Ledro sucks. Ruination sucks. This deck? Oh, they got there? Unfortunate. The Shadow Isles tech did not get them there. But yeah, this deck is just full of bad cards. So that doesn't really help. So I think I play Elise here. The only reason not to play Elise is I can't Ruination next round. Let's assume they have Deny, right? By playing Elise, I can't go Withering Wail into Ruination, which actually might be a mistake. But my thinking is like, maybe we're Wailing next turn if all goes well, but maybe that doesn't matter. I don't know. Ruination is really hard to get out of the hand. Block one of these. I mean, this has to be a Deny, right? That's okay. I mean, we get Withering Wail. Yeah, maybe, yeah, Elise is probably a mistake, actually, because we're just kind of, like, losing to just one Deny, where we might be beating a Deny if we play it the other way. But Ruinationing into, like, a bunch of open mana when they can just redevelop, they just play one Wayfinder, or they just play a Recall on their Wayfinder, is pretty horrendous. Okay, so it's not a Deny, it's a Twin Disciplines. And they're going for the value route. What is going on here? Yeah, I don't think they're playing this right, y'all. I think that they should try to recall the Wayfinder more, but I guess they draw a card here. I get the Withering Wail back next round, which is going to be hard to deploy, but... Okay. You can shuffle more Shadow Isles in. I don't think that is necessarily bad for me. This is one of those weird spots where, like, they know I have Whale, and if I pass, they pass, but maybe that's just what we want. We do have Ruination. We know they don't have Deny, so we could actually Ruination here. I think I prefer slightly an Avalanche, though. Because there is a world where we get the Howling Abyss down. Normally, the Howling Abyss does end them pretty quickly. What are they at here? 2 out of 6, wow. Even after the Homecoming, they're 2 out of 6, huh? Oh, because they recalled a landmark with it, so that's why it's so low. Okay, so they're not saving the Ahri. They have no Twin Disciplines left. Pretty fascinating. It must be a second Ahri, right? Must be. Must be a second Ahri. We just entomb it, right? After attacks. Okay, it's a God Willow. God Willow? Okay, we're getting Avalanche back next round. So I don't hate tapping out. Because if they develop, we just Avalanche, right? Them having no twins left is actually really good news. Because it means we can pretty freely, like, AoE stuff down when the Ahri level up comes. Okay, they're developing here. So this is always interesting because this could mean they have another... Like, Avalanching isn't terrible in these situations because they could have Godwill Seedling or they could have Navori Conspirator, which I think we'd love to avoid, right? So the question is it worth Avalanching? I need to make sure I don't randomly die. Azir not bad. Anything cheap is generally good. But this is not... It's not bad, but it's not good. It's definitely not good. It's not elusive or interaction or challenge or anything like that. Honestly, I could play an Azir, and if they play a Conspirator, I don't care so much. Avalanche is just so much of my mana, right? Them playing this out... Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just nothing. And if they have a Conspirator, it's just one card, and then we want to Avalanche the Conspirator anyway. Let's just play the Azir. I'm down to just pass it down. I'm down to just pass to next round, even without catalog activation. Okay, there's the sign-in. I think we do Avalanche now. Don't see why we wouldn't do it, so... Sure. I really don't care. I can even attack here. So Azir attacks as a 3-4 here, so we can attack. Getting a little low on mana? Like, I want to... Like, I want to Ice Shard, but I also want to have, like, enough mana to, like, 3 Sisters next turn if I want to. Okay, that's a good no block. I mean, blocking there is atrocious. Okay, we just pass. Ice Shard gives me another Ice Shard this turn, but I feel like... we want to just get in a situation where we just don't die here, because if we don't die this turn, I'm feeling pretty good about things. So here's that thing I talked about, where they can just start looping Ahri and sign in. And now Ruination is like sketchy, so maybe we're just passing here. Kind of weird because they can pass back, but I don't hate this. There you go. Come on, bounce the sign in, dude. You can do it, my friend. Yeah, this is just kind of questionable. Honestly, I almost want to press OK here. But I think we do Withering Wail, right? To stop the card drop. This is so easy for me to stop, which is why I think they should try to bounce the sign in. I mean, it's weird that the droplet is 1 mana draw card versus 6 mana draw 2. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, we need to keep in mind they could actually pack your bags us, right? They have cast 2 go hards. So we need to just make sure that we don't get cheesed. It could be like a homecoming or something here, whatever. Fourth twin. We've seen no denies, no nopifies. I wonder if I could play another Howling Abyss here. I don't know if that's better than just gaining 3 health. Fine. I think we're just chilling here now. Let's replay it. They get to play sign in, whatever. I mean, I can't like entomb the sign in or anything because I'm gonna draw 2. I mean, we're still, this is the thing, like, we're still just kind of losing-ish here. A Soul is probably good enough now. Let's figure out, is that better than playing AoE? A Soul does block, which is nice. They have an ephemeral blocker, which is a little bit annoying. Because I could go just Withering Wail, but it doesn't really do anything, right? So I guess we try to get something nice. What we want is like a big, I guess we want Living Legends, right? Living Legends is insane. Yeah, we just go for Living Legends. I forgot Living Legends exists. And if we don't hit Living Legends, we get something else that's pretty good. Though they could go hard. They played 2 Homecomings, so they, like, go hard into Homecoming is possible, but not that likely. Yeah, a Comet is, like, fine. We really want a Living Legends, though. Because Living Legends beats Homecoming and just lets us, wow, is this a first time ever? A Zir 2 pumping an Aurelion Soul? Am I the first player ever to achieve this? Yep. If they bounce A Soul, we get to play it again, which is hilarious. So I'm really hoping they do that just for the lulz. Can maybe get lethal, honestly, if we just get any... Was the... I bet that there was a bunch of things that were lethal there, right? Like just the overwhelm thingy. So next turn, we can get Living Legends back if we just cast Living Legends, which is also kind of exciting. Oh, nice, we high rolled. We got a, oh, actually, it's, they can just block it. Not exactly a high roll. I guess a high roll would have been Overwhelm, right? Yeah, we really wanted to Overwhelm or something like that. Oh, Chilo with the raid. Thank you. GG's. Sorry to snuff you out of some seasonal points or something. So now Atrocity is winning. So we just kind of have to... We have to do enough. We have to do enough to force them to do something, right? Maybe a Withering Wail. Yeah, this looks like it might even be lethal. I don't even want to count it. Like the Sand Soldier's 3 damage. I'm pretty sure they're going to have to do something. We just want them to go under Deny Mana. And if they do nothing, I think we can just solidify next round. Is it a secret stream if you're in it? Okay, they let that resolve. Did we just attack? What's up, Ruglu? I don't know what AJJ is, but hello, hello. I think it's gonna be a short stream tonight. I was gonna play some League, but then none of my friends were playing, so I played some lore. It's over? I think it's not quite over, but I don't think they can win now. Because they're gonna have to lose Ahri. They're gonna have to either lose Ahri or do something. And if they do something, Atrocity wins, right? That's kind of the idea here. They could actually, yeah. Like, maybe they... I don't have my emotes. Why are my emotes wrong? What's up, Soy Pablo? How's it going? Al Rokran. Al Roquan. Sorry, excuse me. GG. Our legacy is eternal. Oh, it's been a while since I've just been hearing Azir 2's voice lines every single game. Anybody else? Anybody else feeling the big Azir 2 We the People? GG. GG. Oh, Doberman's here. What up? GG. Yeah. So I think you could have made... Do you want some tips? Or no? Is that BM? So, like, in that matchup, you want to prioritize recalling your Kinky Wayfinder. I think. Because it has a lot of health, right? Like, you kept trying to recall the Dancing Droplet, which is good, but, like, I've got a lot of pings. So, like, it's actually just better than drawing a card. Like, replaying Kinky Wayfinder is just much better than drawing a card, because you get units, and it's much safer since I can't ever stop it. I don't know how much opportunity you had, and the same thing with Sign-In. I think, like, your priority number one is playing Wayfinder over and over again, and then maybe Sign-In, right? Because I was also able to, like, ping, could have recalled your Sign-In, stuff like that. I don't know if that helps, but that is my general thinking, is that I think that in those SI Freljord matchups, you should just try to play your entire game to, like, I can't beat you just playing Wayfinder, like, almost once per turn. And I'm not that familiar with Ahri Kennen these days, but I'm pretty sure that that's doable, right? I mean, you basically run out of units. That's actually the problem, not that you cannot play Wayfinder that much. Well, yeah, I mean, Doberman ran in a situation where they played Gohard really early. I mean, I guess Gohard's good against aggro. It seems pretty bad to me. Standing for sure, but I think Wayfinder prob worse. Yeah, that's true. I did have the catalog. You're right. The catalog makes it tough for you to continuously go for it, but you'd be surprised. Like, if you just keep fighting, like, I've played that matchup a lot, and I've just died on round 10. But yeah, catalog is my plan, right? My plan is to get catalog in. Oh, Hashem's here? Not a secret stream if Hashem's here. I guess we just keep playing. I kind of want to switch. What should I play tonight? What should I play? I haven't had that many decks that are just, like, I love in this format. I haven't found the, like, Sivir Zed or some broken stuff like that. Okay, so this matchup's really good, but I need to be careful about this sort of, like, I lost to it last time on stream because I didn't realize they had Whirling Death to, like, re-Spell Shield Rumble. So I just have to avoid that. Okay. They're gonna turn to Fallen Rider. Such a strong curve. But we just go down a card here to keep up. Yeah, Go Hard kind of sucks. I feel like Go Hard in this deck is kind of counterproductive. Like, it makes your sweepers less good. Because against these aggro decks, am I not just always Go Harding early, and then my Avalanche and, like, Blighted are worse? Karma Ezreal? I'm actually kind of a Karma Ezreal gamer. Back at the end of one of the first seasons, I was able to climb really high with Karma Ezreal back when the game was just different, you know? But Box or Avalanche? I guess it's Avalanche, right? Because we killed the Draven. Yeah. Honestly, I'm tempted to just block the Rumble for 6 health. Is that ever right? Probably not, because I do have cards I can draw that will heal me, right? I'm just worried about, like, might and stuff like that. But as long as I don't block, they can't deal damage with Rumble. I can't attack with the Elise ever when the Rumble's in play. Let's just block. Let's send a message. It's so bad to, like, chump block in card games. But when it's correct, it's kind of interesting. So we're going to just pass here. Maybe catalog pass? Yeah, catalog pass. Because I don't want to kill the Rumble until they attack me. Once they attack me, then I'm going to kill it. Because we don't want them to play another Rumble, right? This feels pretty good. Yep. Nuts. Okay. Do I even want to go hard? I guess I do. The reason I don't love go harding is I'm drawing a Vengeance next round, but I think I'd rather draw another go hard next round. Because it's more, what's the word? It's a lot more tempo positive. Does that make sense? Like, if I have to Vengeance here, they get the opportunity to drop a Rumble or something. Interesting. I think we play this. Yeah, I was definitely right. Oh, they have a Rumble. Honestly, I think I box. They're low on cards. I don't think the box is going to be good anymore. Get the spell shield off. Well, I could even attack here. 3/3 damage. Might telegraph the hand a little bit, but I think that's fine. So here, it's kind of weird. I'm getting to the point where once I kill all 3 Rumbles, they can't win, right? Gives a random one. But there is a world where what I want to do here is just, like, go kind of wide. Making 5 damage seems like a lot, but I've got a lot of healing, right? So maybe I'm supposed to just flash freeze it? The reason I don't like Vile Feast here is that one, it's not mana efficient, and 2, if we draw a sweeper, like, we can sweep our own Spiderling, right? Decimate, sure. Sure. Yeah, we should have flash freeze. That was pretty foolish. So I can attack here because we have Whirling Death beat, right? Gotta make sure we don't die, but as long as we have flash freeze, I'm pretty sure we never die, right? Maybe playing this pre-combat was actually correct. I don't know. Looking pretty good here. I can just block with Letty too. Like, they probably have, like, Might and stuff in their hand, you know? Like, they're gonna Might, and then... They're gonna Might, and then, what's it called? Whirling Death? Or just Might. Yep. I really hope there's no, like, spell shield randomly. No spell shield, right? Oh, this isn't even lethal. I mean, I guess Decimate is lethal. I wonder if Entomb is better. This kills the Rumble. I mean, they only have 2 cards. If they had a lot more cards up, it'd be much more interesting, right? GG indeed. Wow, we're almost at 100 LP. How many catalogs? 3. 3, but it's bad. Like, the 3rd is bad, but I don't think you can beat Ari Kennen without the 3rd one, because, like, there's no way that you can keep up with the recall unit, like replay, Wayfinder, replay sign-in, if you don't have catalog at some point in the game. So you could play 2. You could play 2, I guess. Could be better. Okay. So I want to be kind of careful here, because units with high health, like Riven is kind of scary. Auction is kind of scary. If they just have a bunch of pump spells, we might not be able to really compete.
I'm cold, I'm hungry, and there's rocks in the boat.
Auction would be kind of awkward here, because I don't know if that means we should attack with Elise or not, but we'll see if they have it. It's a Rune Weaver. So we do just attack. Trade. Maybe it's wrong because we have the Withering Wail, but we're just gonna block the 3-1 with the Elise anyway. So I think this puts us in a pretty reasonable spot. Maybe they have like a Riven here. So what's interesting is I'm pretty sure we actually want to just Tavern Keeper now, because we want to just block the Riven with our Tavern Keeper. One of those weird things though, where the Blighted Ravine is gonna like deal damage to me. So maybe we actually wait. I mean, we open attack, see what happens for sure. They take, of course. Reservarium. I think I like Ravine here. It's kind of weird. It kills my own Spider. It's possible Withering Wail's better. Possible Withering Wail's better. Because they are drawing a lot of cards. The good news is we do have one of our win conditions, right? So we can potentially just win with Ladros. Didn't know Catalog was at core. Yeah, I mean, it's not... It's weird, because, like, AoE... I don't know how... I'm assuming most Ari Kennen players can play around AoE enough. Like, you're not gonna, like, win the game off of a Ravine or an Avalanche. It's not enough. Like, the point of the deck is that you can keep doing that, so you just eventually... Like, what'll happen is they'll build up units, and eventually there'll be one big moment where they run out of answers. And Catalog just... It increases your AoE density. It's kind of like the opposite of threat density, if you kind of understand that concept. I'm pretty sure I want to get the Catalog down. It really does open me up this round, but I can go hard this turn and next, and then Blighted Ravine to heal everything back up. Ooh, okay. Going in for 5 here. Wait, how do they have double glinting? Excuse me? Riven made them 1. Runeweaver made them 1.
Now we're cooking.
I don't... Do they really have 4? I guess Riven made them 2? Must have made them 2, huh? Yeah, this seems a little scary because they're drawing a lot of cards. They're definitely a little bit ahead here. Hopefully the Blighted Ravine, like, stops them in their tracks. So we don't want to go hard yet, I don't think. I don't think we want to go hard yet. Because they could play a 3 health or more thing. If they just pass, it kind of becomes this interesting game of chicken where, like, do we play the go hard? I mean, I think the answer is just no. It's not worth the spell mana, and it's not worth advancing go hard, to be honest. You're confused too? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they only had 3 blade fragments, which is why I was really confused that they double glinting to me. I'm glad that somebody else is confused. They just axed that because they're just too full on cards. Maybe we go hard now? This does gain us 1 more health, and means if we draw another go hard, we get to pack your bag. So I think it's worth now. We could get punished with a 3 or 4 health unit here, but I actually don't see them having that many outside Riven. Okay, we get a little rewarded now. Why not go hard pass? Just doesn't seem that good to me. Save the Blighted. I think you pretty much always want Blighted to go off when it's about to be your opponent's attack. So I could go hard here to threaten the pack. I think we can just pass, though. I think we have inevitability.
To serve the greater good.
Is this enough for an avalanche? I guess so. See, this is what I mean about go hard, pack your bags being kind of bad. Like, it... Well, I guess good play... you know, when you're playing against good players and masters who are going to, like, play around AoE, you're kind of trying to get 2 cards out of every AoE. And go hard is interesting. I think if it didn't, like, dilute your deck, it wouldn't be that much of a problem. But the fact that it gives you pings that you don't really want to draw when you've got other pings is kind of problematic. So we're getting another avalanche next turn. I don't know how low to go against this deck. I've seen the Shape Stone, we've seen the Curator. It seems like it's some sort of Akshan combo deck. They didn't draw Akshan. Like Akshan aggro, like spells kind of combo deck, not like infinite combo. So the question is whether we whale. I think I'm okay to just whale. I don't know. I feel like we're all in on this Ladros, so we want to just get there. This does give them an opportunity to use more pump spells. But yeah, pack is a little bit better too after the Ladros happens. Yeah, maybe it's an Absolver. So we know that they have a Blade Fragment, I believe, in the hand. Runeweaver, sure. Pretty sure we just pass. They probably pass back, but... Okay, in this case I will Avalanche. Kind of a weird game so far. It's kind of a miracle that we can win with this deck at all. Wow, that is a wild play.
I hope that was mud.
Okay. They're definitely very, what's the word? They're very threat light. And we just have catalog. So this is kind of the power of catalog. Nice, we win. They had no more units. Yeah, they very clearly just kind of like didn't have a... They actually didn't have an Akshan. If they have an Akshan and they can like get that fonts of power down, like it would have been really scary. Is anyone else bored of this deck? Kind of boring, right? I mean, we just win every game, but it doesn't, I don't feel anything, you know? I do not feel anything. No? Oh, Himes, you're chilling with this? GG. Winning? Yeah. Winning is all that matters. We're up 60 LP. Interesting. Nice. Yeah, no, people are into it. I'm into it. I got up to like 400 LP with this deck before Vengeance was buffed, so I figure it's better now. Okay. So we really want Catalog, basically. Honestly, Catalyst is interesting. Last time against Arcane, I mulliganed this, right? I think it's weird because I feel like Ladros is kind of too slow, so it's hard to rely on Catalyst. We're gonna keep the Ice Shard. Having fast speed removal is super nice. I have studied every fighting manual. What happened to my LP? I might have won like 0-5 playing a Twisted Fate Maokai Mill deck or something. I also played Sivir Zed with like I played Sivir Zed with like 6 nerfed cards, and it was just really not it. I guess I pass here. Okay, this is really nice. I guess I really hope they have recall. The question is, do I Ice Shard, actually? Getting the damage on Ahri is super nice. And maybe, if we do this, here's why I like this. If they have a Twin Disciplines and a Nopify, they might Nopify, which is really good for me. Oh, let's go, dude. Let's go. And we want the spider around. Why no face cam? I'm just not prepared. Not prepared today. Worked all day. My bed's a mess. Just want to play games. Okay, we ravine. Yeah, this is gonna go bad. I really want to draw another ping. Because if they recall the Wayfinder, like, we're just losing almost. Kind of hilarious how strong it is. Okay. This is huge that they developed because the Tavern Keeper blocks. It actually, I could maybe kill Ahri or force a Twin Disciplines. Okay. So what does this tell me? Is this telling me no Twin Disciplines? Nobody ever goes for the Wayfinder. They just don't get it. They don't get the matchup. I'm trying to figure out if I want to Vile Feast the Droplet or Ahri. Is there a difference? I can't figure out the difference. My brain is too kind of fried. So we just do this. If they have nothing, we're just winning. They have a deny. Okay, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal for us. We have an open attack too, which is nice. They can't really block. They'll probably block with Wayfinder since they don't understand that that's Wayfinder's a valuable resource, but okay, they take it. They take it. Ooh, okay, now they're shuffling now. So this is interesting. Like, I definitely don't want to try to ping the Wayfinder, right? Because if they recall, that's really bad. So we just hit the Ahri. Yeah. I mean, we forced a deny, which means maybe we have some Ladros odds. And it also means that if we have no... Oh my god. Oh my god. My freaking word. So this Vengeance is going to go through, right? Normally they only play 2 denies. Okay, now you want to recall that. All right. Yeah, them having to go hard is pretty nice for me. They've got no denies left. Maybe one? Just pass. Okay, they don't have a Seinen, which is really nice for us. Okay, they drew it there. So I think we Ruination, right? Even if they do have a deny, we can still develop Kindly after. Not bad, not bad. No, because they have 3 Homecomings, Pericles, so it's not actually game. So do I want a Kindly here? I don't really love to just get this marked for free, but it saves me 2 health. And they've got more cards, and we're kind of trying to, like, cheese them out a little bit. Yeah, yeah. We do technically have lethal though, which is nice. Oh, maybe it's only 2, but yeah, they have Homecoming, so we can't do anything. We can't get too frisky. So I wonder if we could draw. Withering Wail isn't that good. Ladros is fine. We're kind of in a race, which is interesting. See, this is the thing. If they start drawing Gohards are just bricks. So the fact that we force them to go hard is huge. And now they have to Palm or Twin Disciplines. Okay, was hoping for Twin Disciplines, but we accept Palm. I have studied every fighting manual. Interesting they're not marking the Ladros. This just blocks. Oh, it's another go hard. Okay. My friend, you can. I feel like the go hard is an interesting case study, right? It's like it's possible that never casting it is good in this matchup, but it's really hard to not cast it, right? Okay, there's another lethal threat. Actually, not bad. Yeah, go harding, because not only does it put blanks in their deck, but it makes their Wayfinder miss sometimes. But yeah, I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush. We're just gonna rain. So yeah, this is, if we win that, I mean, it's looking okay, obviously. I was gonna say that now Blighted Ravine is lethal, which is huge. Couldn't they have stunned it? It wasn't marked yet, I don't think. But it's weird. Their health total doesn't really matter. Ladros is very strange, Larry T, because like, their health total doesn't really matter because you keep having it down. So like, yeah, if they're gonna, they have to recall the Ladros to win, I think, and that means so we have Frostbite here, right? Like I have Frostbite on the tail. They have to have a lot of stuff to stop that. It is a little risky, but I drew a box, so I'm pretty safe from like another Wayfinder, and we know that they have like almost 0 denies left, right? Yeah, I like this. This just seems to... They die here a lot. And when they don't die, it's like they use their whole hand and we're still okay. But I wouldn't recommend basically never doing this. Like, if this was losing to, like, one Palm or one Homecoming, or like, one Twin Disciplines plus one of those. But yeah, they need 2 Twin Disciplines, which is great. Okay, they're gonna do that, and now we just Atrocity, right? Because now they need the 3rd card. That's the difference. Is this is forcing a 3rd card, which I think means it wins a lot. We're not winning there that often if it's just 2, but the 3rd is tough for them to have. Nice, we beat the Ari Cannon twice. Oh my god. Can we get some plus 25s in the chat? Let's go. It's so weird. I'm so often getting minus 25 that on the rare occasion that I get plus 25, it is just like, it is getting away with murder. Imagine you queue up against me and you lose 25. That hurts. That freaking hurts. I actually feel bad now. Should I wait till next week? Yeah, I know. All of a sudden I feel bad. Oh, wow, Nightbot is on point. I think that might be an old list. Let me get the updated list. So I tried this with spiders. But it's just not better with the spiders. Definitely not. It's a different deck. If you want to be more proactive, that's definitely the deck for you. Maybe we go up 100 LP and then call it a night or something. Oh, a lot of high LP players are queuing right now. That makes sense. When is the cutoff? Is it next week at some point? Oh, is it? Is the cutoff literally tonight? Okay. Okay, 1 week. Okay, people have a week. There are so many cards that I want to cut from this deck, but I don't know what I want to add. Kind of a very strange problem to have, right? Like, I want to cut an Elise. I want to cut the 4th catalog. I think I do keep catalog because catalog vengeance is... Wait! Wait! Oh, we've got the wrong deck. Fuck, this is bad. Oh my goodness. Oh no. This is actually tragic.
Come closer. I don't bite.
Maybe in this matchup it's okay, but I don't know. This deck just kind of sucks. Wow. Opponent had the no unit hand?
That wasn't so bad now, was it?
Okay. Alright. Alright, we're deleting the deck so we don't do that again. Where's this thing? Alright. Deck was good for 1. I had a feeling that they, you know, that happens with the Faded deck, where you ever have that happen? Where you draw no units or whatever? The funny part was I was probably just losing if they drew like a Shyvana at any point, because my hand was like Glimpse Beyond, Avalanche, Blooded Ravine. Oh, we got plus 25 again. Oh, so that person must have been winning a lot then, right? Wow, so I'm a never keep Ruination in the opener gamer, but I actually think that in this matchup it's like fine. Heaven Keeper kind of sucks. so we just ship it. Yeah, you gain LP pretty fast if you are at the low masters. Kind of surprised it was a plus 25. I guess they must have been had high. They were like high diamond 2. Probably been winning a lot. You think I'm underestimating some cost? I don't know about that.
I pull the strings.
I don't know about that. I think sunk cost is definitely top 5 problems right now. So we just pass. I don't think we want to attack Spider into Goat. It's weird because like that actually could be a good deal because maybe we just like avalanche this turn. But I think I prefer to just block here. Play it like slow. Force them to do something first. Because like gem into Pale could like punish us. I guess we pass. You probably want a gem. Now I think we Tavern Keeper.
Warm hearts and hot soup.
Now we just pass it down forever. Oh, this matchup is weird. Like, Vengeance is obviously quite good against them, but every threat just does a lot. Makes it a little tough. I think I will play it kindly. Actually, no. We just pass. Possible attacking is fine, because if they block, we Vile Feast. Get that down to 1, but... Okay, I don't think we want to shuffle Gohards into the deck. I think we want to just chill. Sorry, Tycon. I can't answer any questions about next balance patches. Definitely just keep your eyes out on our official channels for that stuff. Okay, so here we just pass. It's weird because they could pass back. I was thinking about Vengeancing because right now I've got Vile Feast to protect from Bastion.
Let's talk about your death.
But we just Vengeance here. If they Bastion, we Vile Feast, and we're good. And this is good. We're trading everything down. But we don't have another Vengeance, and we don't have a Catalog, and we don't have an ARAM. We're actually missing cards that we need here. It's kind of good that they didn't draw a Wounded White Flame, to be honest. So, technically, I can kill the Pantheon, right? But they haven't targeted yet this round, so I think we just pass. Because they're going to target this round, right? Yeah. I think I just play the Kindly. Well... Yeah, I think we do. And I think... It's kind of weird. Like, I kind of want to attack, but I feel like... It's one of those situations where the worst case scenario is kind of bad for me. But it's probably 3 free damage. But it also is sending some information to them. What's up, Mo?
Let's take this outside.
Block, we Vile Feast. Yes, screw it. Probably just gonna block, but I think it's good if they block, because I feel like if we can kill the Pantheon without using like a kill spell, using damage this turn, if they have like no other pump, or even if they have to commit a Sharp Sight, that's all good for me. Because here it's gonna be like Sharp Sight open attack or something, and we're gonna have to hope to be able to like stop it. Yep, I've been there. I'm kind of jealous of my opponent playing Pantheon. That deck is really cool. But I tried the new Yu-Gi-Oh! So I want to, but I don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! But maybe I'll do that this weekend. So it looks like it has Spell Shield, but it really has Sharp Sight, right? So I could just Flash Freeze it. Doesn't really do anything, per se. If we wait next turn, we're beating Bastion. I think we just go for it. Hope they're threat light. Normally the decks... I actually don't know. Taric Pantheon, because you have to draw... Because you have to play, 4-mana Rally... Oh, it does have Spell Shield. Oh, what? Oh, crap.
I've got your back.
That's a bad way to lose. I could have just pinged it with Go Hard, huh? I was gonna say that they probably have less Bastions, right? Okay. Survive here? Uh-huh. Yeah, I guess I should go hard, because then we survive. Yeah, I mean... I just didn't know that Spell Shield. What? Couldn't really do anything about that. Unfortunate. I thought I read the keywords, but I guess not. Yeah, the barriers... Well, did the Pantheon have a barrier? I couldn't really tell. Thoughts on Warhammer? I like Warhammer. I've got, back when I was in high school, I played Warhammer. I played Tau. And I also played, I had a... really cheesy, really freaking cheesy biker army. Like, literally, like, actual, like, nerdcore, sweaty, like, broken shit. Like, it was that disgusting. Because, like, bikers were, like... You could, like... If you moved your biker at, like, fast speed, like, 18 to 24 inches... It would have, like, a 4+ guaranteed cover save. So it was just nasty. You would just like move your shit around, and it was not fun for your opponent. And my opponents did not have fun, so I like kind of retired the army. I think we block here.
Stay a while.
I actually think it could be correct to take damage there, but like, yeah, I don't really care that much. Because the Catalyst is super awkward here, right? Do I just Ice Shard? No, because they can gem, right? Yeah, we're just gonna maybe die? Pass? See if there's a Shyvana. If there is, we Vengeance. There's a Wounded White Flame. Okay, so now I think I Ice Shard. No, we Vile Feast first, right? And then we Ice Shard. Look at the Chow off the table. Since when do I play SI Frail? It's just what I have. But yeah, I have some Zinch stuff in my closet, but I have the classic Warhammer problem where, like, I buy stuff and then I don't actually ever finish it, you know? I mean, we get the Dragon Chow off the board. And we don't want to rush a Vengeance, because if we draw Catalog, it's really nice. Sure. Is this kind of problematic? Okay, this is really problematic. We're just getting our ass beat right here. Okay, maybe we can get a Ladros down. And maybe win. So Vengeance. If I draw a Catalog, it would be nuts. I still haven't done Catalog Vengeance with the new Vengeance at 6 mana. I have a Scream schedule? Yeah, I do. Schedule. Okay, we do this. And we probably Blighted Ravine? Maybe we just Avalanche, soften some stuff up. Or maybe we just bank. Okay, don't really care. Okay, I don't think Avalanching actually ever accomplishes anything. So I guess we don't. Our plan is Ladros. Hatched egg, excuse me? Just hatched an egg? Think I'm gonna allow that? Of course I am, because I'm playing SI Frail. Oh my goodness. Actually, I should play Tavern Keeper there, right? Maybe? Because Ladros is probably just not good enough here. Okay, we Vengeance. Vengeance into Kindly. I don't have an Atro, so I'm not like that thrilled about just jamming a Ladros and trying to make it enough. It also isn't lethal yet, right? Because it's gonna put them down to what? Oh, it puts them down to 9, doesn't it? Half their health rounded up. I don't know. Gotta get on my level with SI Frail. I mean, I'm pretty solid with SI Frail. I took this deck to like 400 LP earlier this season. It's not really my style, you know? Okay, so they have one more dragon. I'm pretty sure what we do is we just play the Ladros. And make them... We want to force them to commit a lot, and then Ruination, and then we get the Ladros back, right? Like, they haven't played any champs yet. And the Pantheon is now going to be leveled. So,
My shield is yours.
yeah, Pantheon is now leveled. Sure, whatever. They're going to single combat me. If they single combat me, I've got Vile Feast, which is actually super nice. We can take that White Flame with us. And we get another blocker. Rubin stream? First time viewer Kever? What up? Squeeby? Squeeby with the raid? Bruh, you have 6 consultants, so you can play in tourneys. What does that even mean? Thanks for the raid, Squeebs. And a lot of raids. I appreciate it, but you know, don't feel obligated to raid me. Okay, so they're just going for some big lethal swing here. I'm not dying though, right? We're still okay here. Maybe Pantheon kills us if they get Spell Shield. Yep. Yes. Yes. Might die to just rally. Like, Pantheon in a rally is probably lethal. Unforge. Talking to Bones? Oh, I see. Dragon's Clutch is hard. Yeah, I remember back when I first made this deck, I played this matchup a lot, and it was like, if you got Catalog Vengeance, it was like really hard to beat. It was really hard to lose, but if you didn't, it's pretty tough, because the Pantheon is just tough. Oh, is that lethal? Yeah, we dead. Play SI Frail, we lose. What a threat. GG. So I guess we're supposed to just ruin Nation and not play Ladros, but then if they just play like a Pantheon, and we knew they had a dragon in hand as well, yeah, it just can't be right. We even survived there. We just needed one more piece of interaction. You think I trolled when I vengeanced? You're just wrong. Sorry, friend. Gotta play for the W? You're just gonna not kill a 6/6 Fated Overwhelm? It's gotta die. I don't know what you want. You gotta kill it. You gotta kill it. So Ravine is actually a little slow, and so is Kindly. I think having one AoE is nice though. So it's hard to mulligan one Ravine. But yeah, I had a Vengeance. Are you crazy? Like if we play Ladros and they just go like they had Shield Guard plus single combat, and then you just die. That is I don't know. It's very clear to me what happens. I mean, you can believe that was the right line, but you're gonna lose when you do that. Just how the cookie crumbles.
Welcome to the tipsy hour.
No prey, no pay.
Man, this deck sucks. Are we pass? We pass. Ravine looks pretty good here. Ravine like guarantees that I can kill the MF, right? It's a little awkward because we need them to attack us first, which is super bizarre.
I've carved meat bigger than you.
Well, they could still have a Ranger's Resolve, right? But then we finish off next round. So the spider's gonna die anyway. Yeah, I think we block like this. Yeah, Rangers can't counter Ravine, but they can counter the Vile Feast, but then we have Withering Wail, so I think we're just good here. This definitely telegraphs what we have, but I think it's fine because it's not even that much damage, right? I guess there's another line where we play Elise. You ever just take the first hit? So the problem with that is opponent can just pass, right? If I do nothing. So I like this line.
Love ya.
Like if opponent is smart and I pass with 7 mana, they just pass. And yeah, it's pretty tough. This feels pretty good here. Also, I've got a lot of pings in my deck. So yeah. Okay, so Vile Feast into Catalog seems okay. Just keep forcing them to have answers. And we can beat a leveled up MF, actually. Potentially.
I've got your back.
Interesting. Seems really aggressive to protect her now. Okay. Wasn't Catalog better? I don't know. I probably played the last turn badly. I didn't really think about it too much. I don't think Catalog is that good here, actually, since it's too tempo negative, but I guess it's so weird. Now that they played the Protector, I feel like I have a read that they have Sharpsight or something. But yeah, I think this is fine. The good news is we're not dying. Oh, okay, and they're going to play into Whale, which is nice. Getting that 1/3 is pretty tough.
Gotta show you the sights of this.
Okay, so if they have another Ranger's Resolve, we lose, huh?
On the other hand,
So it goes. Okay, it worked. Get Withering Wail back next round. Okay. What do we block here?
Protect and strike.
What do we block? 3/2 or the 3/4? I'm feeling like we might need to Vengeance the Quinn, right? How likely are we to AoE this down? Protector is a read that they don't have Sharp Sight. I just don't see, why would they play the Protector before they played, like, Butcher? I guess they were thinking about Avalanche or something like that, because I had 4 mana up. And they had Mariah Warden. That makes sense. They're just playing around Avalanche. Makes sense. This could be better. It's kind of weird, because if I draw, like, an Avalanche, all of a sudden, I feel like we actually want to do it the opposite way. But my plan is to Vengeance this in a few rounds, right? Okay, we wail. If they rally right now, we might just die.
In a long path.
Okay. Okay, so is this winnable? I have to Vengeance the Cythria. See, now I kind of wish I had blocked the Quinn, because the Elise could block the Quinn, right? I guess we just die. I guess we just die. Okay.
I pull the strings.
Like, I'm thinking about whether I could just survive by going Frostbite. Wow, this is a really scuffed attack, I feel like. I was thinking about if I could live but with just Frostbite and Vengeance, but it's so bad against Scout. I guess they're playing against Ruination, but now we're just winning. I guess Rally kills us too. They probably have a Rally then, right? If they're not going to just attack with Scout first. Okay. It's our best line, right? We still just die in a few turns. We still just die, probably. Dead to Rally, dead in a few turns. Okay, we survived that turn. Okay. I guess we're alive.
Nice to meet you. I'm Isla.
They ever draw a Rally, we're just so dead. So, I can't box. I have to Ravine. Hope they didn't draw a Rally. Like, box still dies to Rally. So, yeah. And there's no rallies. We already know they didn't have a Rally last turn. Okay. Maybe we just win these? God, my hand is so bad. It's crazy how bad my hand is. Like, we just die to this, right? So I guess our plan is to box and then flash freeze, huh? The question is, do I just flash freeze? Now? We're gonna have to do something, right? Like, they definitely have cards in hand, so they're probably like Sharp Sights and just random units. So the question is, I think that waiting is better, because we have to assume our box can kill something.
Scouting ahead.
But yeah, we definitely flash freeze this. I lose to random MF. I feel like I'm beating MF, right? I feel like we're beating MF. Okay. So we box and we're alive. Technically. But yeah, now we're just losing to any card. We literally lose to any card that's not Ranger's Resolve. So maybe this is bad. We're just still dead. Why not Entomb? I feel like Entomb is quite bad there, right? Because the Quinn would still be on the board and then they get another Valor. Okay, we're gonna have double Vengeance next round. Oh, we're dead. We're so dead. Okay. I could Entomb something. Double Vengeance versus Entombing. Double Vengeance good. Double Vengeance is not good. because we die to any card again. We die to literally any card. I guess we could draw a Go Hard, which I guess is the plan, or Vile Feast would be really nice. The problem with Entomb, though, is that this thing happens again in 2 turns, which we don't want. So the last card is... Oh, it's a Cithria. Yeah, okay, we're dead. Okay, we're dead. Time to reconsider our life choices here. Ouch. Not much that can be done there. I think that there definitely is, like, some clear... I guess the turn we played Catalog, we could have played Elise instead, which would have been a blocker to block, like, the Island Navigator and stuff. But yeah, that was a tough one. Alright, I think we can delete the deck now, huh? I'm pretty, I'm pretty satisfied with the run. All right, where's it at? R.I.P. You were good to me. You were bad to me. I couldn't see that one Tarek or whatever had Spell Shield. So maybe we should play. Oh, should we play Lurk? I don't know why this is even on my account. It's in this deck. 1 Bloodbait. Oh. Oh. Here we got the emotes. Oh, it has my emotes. Yes. You should review that game? Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that I played bad. Whatever. I mean, the big thing was Rumble. Oh, I could build a Rumble deck. The big thing was I think I was supposed to play Elise instead of Catalog. What was that? Was that round 5? Because I just kind of needed a blocker. But I wanted to get the Vile Feast back, but I was playing Withering Wail on the next turn. All those games, all those like AoE versus aggro games are just so... It's crazy how high agency they are on both sides, you know? So, Oh, full mulligan for the 1-drop. Or do I keep Snapjaw Swarm? This deck's too hard for me. I feel like you have to mull for 1-drop, right? Snapjaw Swarm is not good because they have the, what is it called? The Catalyzer? That if we don't have a 1-drop, we can't even play. Yeah, we ship it. We ship it all the way down for a 1-drop. Oh, look, and we get the 1-drop. Look at that. Look at you, y'all gamers, telling me what to do. Okay, so now we can play this into Catalyzer. Which is nice. Look at this! I'm a freaking Lurk god. We just have to hit again, right? Or actually, do we predict? No, we do this. If we miss, we lose. Oh, you love to see it. Wow. Imagine questioning my Lurks. So the problem here is that we actually have like too many. We have too many of our champions in our hands, but I guess I have to call the pack, so we just go Chronomancer. Do we? Or do we just attack? So if they have like a Vile Feast, what happens? I'm pretty sure we predict, right? So the predict, call open is good too. The predict is worse when we have 3 of our champions in our hand, right? Does that make any sense? So maybe the play, I'm pretty sure we just want to rain Rek'Sai's on them. If we can go double Rek'Sai on turn like 7, we're probably gonna win there. So maybe we just call the pack Rek'Sai here. I kind of like that. Just guarantee some smooth flow, and maybe that fills our curve. Oh, we get another 1-drop. I actually don't even think we play it because we don't want to let them like pokey stick Vile. Okay, I'm learning how to play this deck, but I'm already a freaking absolute master. 1 mana 6/1, not bad, not bad. Okay, so now we go predicting the Snapjaw. Yeah, this is working out really nicely, isn't it? Interesting. I think 1 mana Lurk unit is just good enough here, right? Like, skipping is kind of low value. And this can be played with Rek'Sai. Yeah, this is perfect, actually. This is perfect. Because we're going to go Rek'Sai. We're going to go Rek'Sai into that 1-drop. But I think you pack the other Rek'Sai. Oh, can they notice, like, the slot it's in my hand, maybe? Because they saw it. They're just dead, right? Like, they need a Vile Feast. If they don't have a Vile Feast, they're definitely dead. But I'm pretty sure we're just winning. I told them about a second Rek'Sai. Well, I'm just sending them a message, okay? Okay, maybe they're playing for like a whale here. Maybe that's their out. Block this. Darkness, like something, and whale next round. They know I have Rek'Sai, so... Rek'Sai, it doesn't even if I miss, I still get the level up, so... Is it a Vile? It is a Vile, okay. They survive, but they can't mini-morph for Vengeance, so I'm pretty sure the game is almost effectively over now. Right? So I play the Rek'Sai first. Do I? There could be a Stress Defense or something, I guess. Okay. So they need Stress Defense to just not... Well, I guess maybe they don't die. This... And we have a call in hand, so we can actually maybe pike later this game. The pack was good. Yeah, just cheap units. I mean, obviously Snapjaw Swarm. Man, poor Yordle Grifter. My son can never catch a break. He's just always getting absolutely destroyed by something. Oh, I was like, wait, Darkness costs 3? Wait, do I even attack with these? I guess I do. Do I attack with the Snapjaw Swarm? Okay. Yeah, maybe the Snapjaw Swarm attack is bad. Like, we don't have any... The only way we can get rid of that is, like, a pike. So, like, maybe it's just fine. I don't know. And the 1/1 could... Yeah, I don't know. It probably doesn't matter at all. It's probably just like a... Just like a always trade kind of thing. So... This is really strong. Alternatively, I could just play 2 units, but they get to shoot 1. So I guess we play the, what is this? The Zurzareth? The Under Titan? And we can call the Pike. We've got some big boys in play. Jawfish is such a disgusting card. That's true, but I actually have a feeling, Padfoot, that this is the worst card in the deck, right? Like, if Lurk just had another, like, card that costs less than 7 or less, the deck would be a lot better, right? And any Lurk masters in the chat? I'm just really laughing at the Larry T added term fatties. You know what I mean, right? Like, I feel like if this was... Imagine this was just like a... Obviously, maybe not an Overwhelm Lurk. Where's Lurk got the biggest curve hole? Like, just a 4-drop that had Lurk and was like a 5/5 or something. The deck might actually be much stronger. But I agree that, like, Jawfish is feast or famine, right? I've got a second Rek'Sai, so I don't care about a Ruination. I'm pretty sure what we do is... What do we do? I think we just play the Hammer Snout, right? It's just the cheapest and gives us attack agency. And if they Wrath us, we win, because we just go Rek'Sai Sharkling. And then we can actually drag this over, and this is a this is a lethal threat for 2 mana. Forces them 3 mana to deal with it. I feel like this is pretty strong. Still beating a Ruination. I have to think about Stress Defense as well. Like, I'm pretty sure we should just play cards out. Like, that's how we gotta do it. I guess this is awkward because we're giving up on the spell shield, but how do they... You know, like, I feel like attacking... Go hard? Wild Feasts? Okay. Do we have guaranteed lethal now, actually? So, playing another unit... I guess I can play 2 more units. I don't really see a reason not to, right? We can always challenge with an Overwhelm. And we get to predict, which is all kind of awkward because we're going to call the Pike. This might be guaranteed lethal as well, but there's still, I guess, 2 stress defenses. There's always a way out, right? No, 2 stress defenses isn't enough, huh? Because this has got spell shield, so maybe this is incorrect. But I'm pretty sure you can't go wrong with just like Lurker, Rek'Sai's Call. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like the super edge cases. Like they did Conchologist, right? So maybe they have a 1 mana way of popping the spell shield and 2 stress defenses. This way. Skip it. I guess we shouldn't skip it, but okay. I actually don't think we put the Pike on top. Fuck it. Do it. If they survive, then we have a Pike. Not a bad first game with Lurk. Oh, GG Zinky. Zinky's here. That's tough, my friend. Rigged deck. It was a pretty good draw. It was a pretty good draw. It's funny, I actually implemented that bug fix. That I made it so that Minimorph could target your own units at some point. I remember doing that, fixing that bug. So that Minimorph is brought to you by me, kind of. You got lurked, yeah. F's for Zinky. You really did get lurked. Okay. So is this just unwinnable if they like Wayfinder you? Okay, we want Fearsomes. Zerzura seems awful against this deck with attack token on odds. Sorry, on evens. Okay. Wow, this is the first person to wave, huh? So, the Redfin seems like it might be good interaction.
I am lightning. I break the wind.
Oh man, this is so weird. I'm pretty sure we just Treasure Seeker. Like, we're Lurk. What can we do? Like, we can't not play our 1-drop? I don't think. I'm gonna play our cards. Play the cards. Okay. Force a recall. Okay, one Lurk down. We have Snapjaw. We got Snapjaw up to maybe to attack next turn. Holy cow. Jesus. I mean, I guess it's so crazy. Twin Impulses is just, it's like, fine. It's like, you know, I'm surprised, but maybe that's just fine, you know, if they don't have a recall. I guess I was assuming there was going to be a recall, right? So. Okay, fine though. We got our 1 attack, so we're still enough. And if we're drawing a Treasure Seeker, it's not actually that bad, right? Because we can go Xerxes into that. Or we can do this and hold up Death Below. So it's not good that we missed, but did we just lose to Wayfinder, right? Can we fight through something like that? Give me a Rek'Sai. Let's go. So we do this, right? Well, do I pull with the... I don't know. Maybe I should pull with the Xerxes Collar, but it's quite bad into like a Homecoming or a Recall. This is also not great into a Recall, but we get to kill that? I don't know. Yeah, no, I messed up here, right? Oh, but if I do that... Oh, wow. Okay. If I do that, then the Fey Blade Twirler just blocks the 2-1. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about that. We can start farming Pike damage soon, maybe. We just gotta make sure we don't get this denied, right? Yeah, it's not going great. I wonder if there is a better attack there where we don't attack with the 2-1, for instance. Okay. So I kind of feel like maybe we don't death. Maybe we just play this. I don't want to death yet. I feel like it's nice to have that as kind of a trump card. I also don't really want to Rek'Sai because it can get stunned, right? And I'd much rather. Kind of good for me that this is going back, costing them a mana. To be honest, I feel like I'm the aggressor here. Right? So I think we go for the Rek'Sai. Do we? I feel like waiting 2 more turns is just too slow. But I guess maybe we just fill the back row, right? Yeah, I like this. We just go this, death. I can still draw Call of the Pack, so having the Rek'Sai in the end is okay.
Hide for a moment, run forever.
Play one of these. I don't hate just playing a Pike as well. Seems quite weak to, like, actually go for the death from below. Yeah, I like getting Pike down too here. We're threatening a lot of damage as well. It could be annoying if they can do this at burst speed. Yeah, they can. I was gonna say God Will Summoning is so annoying here because it just deals with so much. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there was much I could do there because we want to get the Pike progress. Because one more lurk and we have the kill all your units with Pike. But yeah, this is gross. Pretty sure we lose. This matchup seems quite bad, right?
Hunter approaches.
And I don't actually hate like bad matchups. I like finding out ways that you're supposed to win them, but I'm just mostly trying to I've never played it before at all, so I'm trying to figure out how it generally goes. We got a homecoming out of the hand. I mean, that was a huge value homecoming though. They stopped the Pike damage, and I have to replay this now. So we're kind of all in on the getting the Pike OTK soon. Not OTK, but you know what I mean. I guess we just pass.
The forest and I are one.
Yeah, this is tough. Close your eyes. We're super dead.
Two steps into moonlight. Get the drop on him.
Interesting. The Kinku Wayfinder is coming in. I kind of want to block it. I guess the Cannon's Electro Surge kills me, but it gives me 7 progress on the Pike, right? Kind of a loose attack, honestly. 'Cause now they don't have an answer, which they probably will, but... Okay, nothing? Wow. So now we have...
I am Vastaya.
Interesting. I mean, they're going to have a homecoming or deny, so it's kind of hard for us to win on that angle, but... They're at 9, so the Zerzareth is very threatening. I'm even threatening? Oh wait, it lost the attack because it got recalled. Rough. Okay, I did not know that. That's tough. That is tough. Okay. It's a visual bug? Yeah, it does say that it's +5+ though right now, doesn't it? So, unfortunately, they just get to stun this. Let's see. Okay, it'll go to 7. Okay, we play Rek'Sai. We play a Rek'Sai. We play all of our cards. We really hope it's not a Palm, obviously. Pipe didn't strike last turn. He did, didn't he? Wait, he didn't? Oh, did he die to the Ahri? I wasn't really paying attention. Wasn't really paying attention. He didn't, okay. Oh, the Ahri just killed him for free? Oh, I missed that. I missed it. Yeah, the Ahri always confuses me. Very complicated card. I guess targeting that is bad against recall, huh? I mean, we're just dead. Actually, maybe I should have just attacked. Because if they have nothing, this is just lethal with Spell Shield. I should have attacked for sure. Yeah, that was super loose. I mean, we beat nothing, right? We beat just Twin Disciplines. We beat just Twin Disciplines, so we just hope it's just Twin Disciplines. We beat Nopify. If they had a Palm, I think they would maybe use it already. So we beat Homecoming, but not Twin Disciplines. Because we can kill the Homecoming thing. Alright. We beat another Twin Disciplines, right? Or do we? Yeah, we definitely do. Lurk. 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 Let's go! Yeah, Sir Slopmaster. Does anybody else just sing the Lurk dance? Or sing the Lurk song? That was nice. Man, this deck is really fun. Oh, man. Yeah, we had a weird line where we could maybe beat Deny. If I just attacked Shublore, if I just attacked when they gave me the window, instead of playing, like, that 2-drop, my Zerzareth would have went to 9, right? Oh, it was at 7, so it would have went to 9. So Homecoming still might have won? Do you keep Rek'Sai? Against Deep. I kind of want it in my deck, right? I've got a Predictor in the hand. Yeah. Actually, the Hammer Snout should stay, maybe. The Hammer Snout. What is it called? The Lurk song is coming in hot, yeah. Okay. Lurk. Come on, Lurk. Come on, give me a Rek'Sai. Interesting. So do I want the Overwhelm or the Sharkling? The Sharkling's nice because it fits into our curve a lot better. So I think we want the Sharkling. The thing is, though, they have the Drake Dredgers. So they can just straight up... They can straight up just block the Sharkling. So like, with it. Which makes it a lot worse, right? Okay, we can Snapjaw here. Alright. Lurk, have mercy on my soul, please. Please, Lurk. 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 Oof. You hate to see a thing of that nature. You just hate to see a thing of that nature, don't you? Unfortunate, unfortunate. I wonder if we're supposed to actually skip so that we hit more champs. I think we play the 2-3, right? Yeah. Interesting. So now do we want to Snapjaw? Now do we want to Snapjaw? GG? It's not GG. That's exactly the mentality that, like, it's just weak mental, right? Like, we gotta figure out how to win this game now. I mean, it's just like we needed to before we didn't have the Lurk, right? I mean, the 6-drop is kind of tempting. But it's just too clunky. Next turn we can go Xerxes Collar into Snapjaw, so I think this is correct. Or as, you know. Just stack with the 2-1? I don't want to, like, fuel them getting deep, right? Units are small. Yeah, we can make them bigger, though. We've got the Snapjaw next turn. Pretty solid. Also, if we leave units in play, Jawfish could be good eventually. Oh my god. Such a weak play from them. There's a pike. Can't not take a pike, right? Golden Glory. Jawfish is going to be my out. I think big overwhelm units are going to be pretty effective. Or I hope, anyway. Maybe not, because the Nautilus can block everything. Do I just open here? I think I play this. The Sea Scarab's going to get big, though, huh? Wait, what? Oh, Jaw Hunters. I was like, I haven't seen that card since 2 years ago. So, how bad is Jettison? I think we have to respect the Jettison here. Because even if they don't have Jettison, Deadbloom Wanderer is just a great block on this. Right. Maybe we attack with just the 2-3? No, just the 4-2, I guess. They're going to get deep next turn no matter what. So maybe we just do this, because maybe Jawfish happens. Maybe Jawfish happens. Or we get another pike or something? Okay, that's actually an interesting draw, because we can just poop out our hand here. Right? 5, 4, 10? 10 mana, alright? Yeah, this GP card back is nice, isn't it? Lurk versus Deep is like the ultimate... the ultimate, like, what am I even saying here? It's just like such a sea creatures, like heavy hitters battle. Okay. Gonna play this and pray we get Rek'Sai. So they're really playing as if they don't have a Jettison. We've already seen Salvage, right? Can't we just block? Don't we just eat both of these? Maybe there's like a Withering Whale? What is this? What if we did something like this? And just sent it. It's got to be a Withering Whale or a Vile Feast, right? But do we just let our opponent make a mistake? Because, like, what is the worst case scenario here? Double Vile Feast? Make it rain or something weird? The Scarabs definitely make them go deep. It's just weird because this could be bad if we have like Jawfish on top, but I think Jawfish is still a good draw. I mean, this is one of those things where I'm probably doing something stupid here. But this just feels like an int. Like what is this, bro? Am I missing something? It must be like at least one Vile Feast. If we have Rek'Sai on top, like 2 cards deep right now, I think we might just win. Like, it might literally be lethal. It probably isn't, but it might be. One Vial. At least one Vial, right? Yeah, okay. I mean, it actually maybe have to read that it's 2 Vials, because, like, that is just pretty ludicrous if it's not. I mean, I think 1 Vial justifies that, right? So we want to draw Jawfish or something. Oh, we do. Alright, Pike. It's your time. So we actually punted. Maybe. I don't know. All right. Come on, did Pike get any strikes? Pike get any strikes in? He got one. Oh, he got two in? Oh no, he got one in. Okay. Oh, he almost got two in. He did, 12 damage. Okay, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Reorder Pike to strike first. Okay. Okay, I have no idea. I have no idea how any of that works. Unfortunate. A little bit unfortunate there. Now I suppose we're dead, huh? What's crazy is if we top deck Rek'Sai in a few turns, like, maybe we could win, I don't know. Yeah, I know how to reorder them. I just didn't know the tech or whatever. So Pike needs to be on the left? Interesting. I mean, my Pikes have 12 damage as well, somehow. Okay. I mean, they know I have a non-lurk card. Okay. I think I play the Waking Sands, actually. Because they have lethal. And our out is to draw Rek'Sai into lurkers. If we don't draw Rek'Sai, we're just dead. Okay, yeah, we're dead. Alright. Good effort, good effort. They had a lot of blockers and we were really close there to something special. Gotta find those wins when you only draw one champ, right? Gotta find a way. And we didn't quite get there. Could have not taken any blocks, right? Could have not taken any blocks the turn where they just inted Sea Scarabs. I think we just keep everything that's fast here. Okay, double call is definitely not ideal. This is really awkward. So, like, I think we block because we don't want to give them a bunch of free mana. Because I don't believe they play Mystic Shot. Actually, I don't know. I feel like they don't. And that's what we're betting on here. Looks like we drew another 1-drop, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, they generally don't have Mystic Shot, so. Yeah, we actually determined that drawing Jawfish was still really good for us. Though maybe it was, if we had more health in those units, maybe it'd be a bit different, you know? So maybe that was a mistake. But it definitely was never right to hedge and block with just one thing. Because those units were gonna always be 5/6s, right? We just Hammer Snout, right? There's Iceborne, we can at least kill that. Okay, I'm feeling not terrible about the situation. Not good either. We really want to draw a Pike or Rek'Sai, obviously. There's a Snap Draw. This is really awkward because I don't think calling makes sense. Okay, we definitely play Waking Sands, right? First. I could Bloodbait to guarantee the lurk, but I think it's just too weak, right? GG, Shadox. GG! Maybe we call once here. Do we call once? We could draw another 1-drop. The problem is we have nothing really to do next round. Do it this way. Okay, we got a lurker on top. Maybe next turn we can call? It's an iterative? Sure. Pretty good for us. But yeah, I'm thinking that we could die to Poros really soon, right? We could die next turn to Poros, so... And we don't have a pike. Is this lurker? It is another predict, which is really nice. We can predict here, hopefully find a pike. We're probably just skipping anything that's not a pike. Or snacks? Okay, we're alive. Our last turn, though. Okay, there's Rek'Sai. Okay, so we can Rek'Sai... Oh, actually, we have lethal, right? Snapjaw. Put another Snapjaw on top of the deck. Right. What do we call the pack? I'm trying to figure out which one's better. Never played Lurk in my life. Okay, so we need to put something on top of our deck. The question is, I think it's Call. Because we could high roll like multiple 1-drops versus the Bloodbait. The problem is if we draw 2 expensive units, it's quite bad to call, right? Maybe we do just Bloodbait. Is that lethal? It might be lethal. I think we call next turn. I'm pretty sure we do. The reason I like this is because it just is like so mana efficient. Like we have so much mana left over. Wait, can we call this turn though? Is Lurk the first time you attack, right? Max once per round. So yeah, what we do is we take the Rek'Sai activation now, and then we call. The problem is we don't actually draw the Rek'Sai though. Like, is drawing the Rek'Sai just lethal? Because now there's definitely a component of like, if we don't hit units we can cast, we lose. Got lethal though. Not lethal. Now I don't draw Rek'Sai. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware of this is the mistake that I think I made. I'm pretty sure we were supposed to draw the Rek'Sai. Right. Because we can always, I don't know. Who frickin' knows? Okay, they survive here. If they drop Poro Cannon, we're just dead. Unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. I could always put Rek'Sai back. Yeah, I was supposed to draw the Rek'Sai somehow. That's okay, though. We've already lurked. We just have to hope they didn't drop Poro Cannon. I mean, we're just super dead. Right? Any Poro Cannon is just lethal.
A missing piece?
Is Rek'Sai enough here, though? It probably would have been, right? Well, assuming we wouldn't have had enough mana to Hammer Snout. So yeah, we were supposed to draw the Rek'Sai and not Bloodbait. The reason I liked Bloodbait was 2 mana Lurk unit was just good. Right? Oh, yeah, we're dead. GG. Messed that one up. Well, that's the trick, is that, Shub, is that we couldn't give them another turn, right? I mean, we could, but we prefer not to give them another turn, right? Like, we just died. We were at 8 against 4/4 Poros. Yeah, I'm trying to think. So how big was the Rek'Sai? How big was the Rek'Sai? We had a 6-1. We had a 6-1 or a 7-1 one power unit at the end. I think we had a 7-1, which means Rek'Sai would have been a 9-6, so it wouldn't have even gotten Overwhelm. So yeah, I don't know. Seems like we probably would have lost anyway. It was just in my deck. It was in my collection for some reason. I think I imported it at some point just to see what was up. Sometimes you just gotta feel something, Kalia.
Hide for a moment, run forever.
Okay. Hatchling.
I will mourn you.
Oh, wow, that's an aggressive attack there.
Almost got it.
If they have Ahri, this has Fearsome, so I'm pretty sure we're good against everything.
I go where the winds blow. For now.
Honestly, maybe the Treasure Seeker attack is okay. Because it would make my Snapjaws can attack into Ahri. I actually should have, right? Yeah, we should have. Oh, I'm a Lurk novice.
Lightning, I break the wind.
Okay, they just take.
Rain and lightning.
Okay, they get to kill the Fearsome, which is pretty rough.
Mastered the rain, lightning, and cloud styles.
Let me just throw Thrash questions. I mean, I don't know. Why has anything ever changed? Unhappy, like, whatever.
Care that the hunt does not consume you, Ari.
The others seem to wish it so.
Okay. Ooh, a pike actually. I was gonna say, like, I don't need a pike, or we're just dead. Do I Waking Sands now? I feel like it's one of those situations where every round that goes by, like if I use it on round 6, it probably easily gets blocked. So I think we're supposed to do it now, especially because we have Snapjaw as well. Next turn we can go Snapjaw and Pike. This deck's kind of a delight. I just get to go in, you know? Get to attack with my units. See, now, they didn't block with Ahri, but now I still don't feel like I want to make this attack into the Ahri.
You have much to learn.
You have much to learn. Okay. I mean, they didn't have Wayfinder, which means we're actually kind of chilling here. And they use the Twin Disciplines. Okay, they do have a Wayfinder now. Oh, we got a Rek'Sai.
It will be done.
Let's go. We wait for the attack, obviously.
The forest surrounds us.
See how they line it up.
Silent death.
They are kind of getting gassed. Like, normally when you look up, these decks will have like 5 to 10 cards in hand, but they have 3, which makes me feel more reasonable here. So the question is, do we Rek'Sai? It's so much worse against Palm than playing the Dunebreaker. But if they don't have Palm, if they have Homecoming, it's much better. And I'm pretty sure they usually play, on average, more Homecomings than Palms. So I'm pretty sure we always just play the Rek'Sai. Though the Rek'Sai does have a fail rate of just missing the Lurk as well. But yeah, I think this is just too much better. And they can't... Homecoming the Pike is really risky. Because if they Homecoming the Pike, what happens is, if we could put it back on top, that's really problematic. But yeah, because Pike's gonna level here. Does it even make sense to attack with this? Change anything at all? Did we hit? Did hit, nice, okay. And then if Rek'Sai levels, we can also play the things too. You don't come up as whiny? Oh no, sorry, it was just, it was all good on Happy Times. I can't say anything about our future patches, so even if we were or weren't doing something, I couldn't really say anything, which is why I'm kind of just like, yeah, there will be a patch when there's a patch. Like, I can't say anything else. I do agree that Ari Kennen is very, very strong. Oh, they did have a Homecoming, so we're really smart. Yeah, no problem, no problem. No problem at all. Lurkers are coming. Yeah, the Homecoming was still good though, right? Because it stopped them from taking 11 and it stopped Pike from, hiking. This Jawfish is going to be kind of nasty though, right? It's like essentially uncounterable. And Pike is so fucking cool.
I wouldn't dare.
Look at all these sharky boys. Okay, I guess we pass?
Like this.
Pick on some of your own speed.
Try not to die?
You fight to me.
Oh, this is not leveled up.
Find your own.
Can we just say okay here? No, we can't. Unfortunately.
Got a lizard and a shovel.
So we die to double twin disciplines if we don't block another thing. I feel pretty safe blocking with Rek'Sai, right? Because double twin kills us anyway. Do we really play her on a double twin? They already played one, so if I remember correct, like really early. Turn 2 or something. Wait, was that? I'm getting too many Ari Kennen. Yeah, they did. Okay. We play her on another one? If they... I don't know. I could block with the Pike. It just seems quite bad. I'm pretty sure we should, though. Because dying to double twin, I feel like we're winning no matter what next turn. I don't know, we'll see. Recall? Oh, we were dead to recall plus twin. Oh no, we weren't, right? That's right. I actually looked at this on previs and saw she wasn't leveled up because like she wouldn't be leveled up until she moves once. So we actually go to 1 if they have twin disciplines plus recall. So even though I'm a complete dummy, I didn't think about it too much. It definitely worked out. I mean, they just die on the open. How do they ever live on the open? They can play... They can probably play, like, at least 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they can play 4 units. So yeah, we get to Jawfish. It It shows you how much I play against Ahri. Like, overall, I haven't played that much this patch, so I don't know all the tricks yet. Yeah, I'll move the Pyke over. I mean, Pyke's on the left already, right? So I don't have to move it. Orthogonal gaming? What does that even mean?
Stay safe. I'll take it.
Okay, they're drawing cards. I mean, the Yawlfish is 8 mana, so it could go badly. Let's move these to the left. Oh wait, what the heck? Let's go. The Yawl. Oh no. That appears to be very unlucky. Oh no. Are we dead? Somebody's dead. I don't know who it's gonna be. I think it's probably gonna be them, but it might be us. They've got like a palm here, maybe. So every 2 threats is 1 lethal threat, basically. Yeah, we're hitting 3 of the same things, which is a bit unfortunate. But every single one of our units is targeted. Wait, so the Pyke's on the wrong side now.
Sorry.
Wait, y'all literally freaking hooked me.
First step's the hardest.
We're gonna lose now. You said right? Okay. I definitely didn't listen, so. Oh, they're saying GG, so they don't have a thingy. Is it GG? Aren't we dead? I guess if they have no spells, they die. The last unit attacks first. Yeah. Yeah. We should have killed all their units. Unforge. Oh wait, we should have pulled the Ahri here, right? Yeah, I don't know, whatever. This was rough. We're dead. They have a palm? Oh, we were always dead to a palm, right? Okay. I got hooked. To be fair, I wouldn't have known about that at all, so I gotta move my Pyke to the right, right? And we win? Alright, that's gonna be it though. Kind of a wild ride today, up and down. Lurk was pretty fun. Well, yeah, we win if we just move the Pyke to the right, I guess. Interesting. That I actually learned a new thing today, which is good. No, if Pyke hit, you win on the jaw. Yeah, it's all good. I mean, I'm not like pushing rank or anything. I don't feel upset or anything about that loss, you know? I feel good that I learned how it works. You didn't know Lurk was so technical? I mean, it's definitely, you gotta make your play, you gotta, I don't know, it's one of those stigmas, right? Where it's like, oh, it's like the classic high roll stigma, but I feel like definitely the people who are really good at Lurk are much better than anything else. And even this proves it, right? Somebody that's never played before doesn't really pick it up. It's definitely not bitter, and I had a bunch of turns where like it was very unclear if I should skip predicts to try to like maybe get champions when I had like guaranteed Lurk value set up. And I think that at least once I probably should have just skipped. Though it was weird because it was always like a unit that fit into my curve. So it was like kind of worth just to draw it. But that's going to be it for me. Secret stream over. I'll probably see people on Sunday, maybe. All right, let's look at the LOR. Let's look at the LOR peeps. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'll see everybody later. GG's. Oh, I'm not signed into Twitch? Okay. It's really annoying. Okay, I guess that's just it. See everybody later.